Toasty.
I was watching Tyrant play, and I don't understand, like, sometimes he does back one immediately into the grab, and I'm like, why? You just lost damage. Sometimes he'll hit with a combo that's going to do half life, and he cuts it short super early and goes for a 50-50, and I'm just like, dude, you had half life. Like, what was wrong with that?
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
For truth and justice.
There is no justice.
Yo, you looking for a blow up? You already know what podcast name you need to throw up. It's KTP, bitch. Well, being good is a must. Cop out opposite selects, they get stuffed. So what's up? It's 16-bit, K7 and Slips, Kombat 2, man. You know what it is. Sitting high on top of the summit. Podcasts that think they're safe, yet full combo punish, so come stay. Whether Injustice or MK, we doing it all day. So say hello to the special guest. You know what's next. Sit down, stretch your cerebral cortex, or get caught in Scorpion's vortex. Smack by Selena's jump too, or hit with Victor's tech. All frauds get checked. This is not a test. So sit and rest, breathe deep in your chest, and get a load of the best podcast on the net.
How about that new fucking intro song? I want to give a shout out to Dark Page and fuck, I lost this.
Good job.
Tozu Productions who made that shit. So shout outs to you. Pretty cool stuff. So we're back again this week. We got another little show here. We're gonna preview Kit and do some other shit.
Do you know I was at the very first KIT?
I did know that.
For Tekken?
I got second in Tekken.
What year was that? 1963?
Yeah. I won one of those too. Anyway, go on.
Is it KIT or is it Kit?
KIT.
Oh. That's not as cool.
Well, I mean, it's not neck.
It should be.
Skrr.
Kumite.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight. So the pools have been released. So we're going to give our predictions for those. But first, we got to talk about Apex.
Yeah. That was the second Big E major in the past 48 hours that happened.
Yeah. They got one every weekend now.
Right. So
the coming of Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, obviously
the third coming.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously the big story there was we got to see Jupiter versus Rio. And Jupiter won. And Jupiter also beat the person that eliminated Rio, which was
right.
Rico.
There's a lot of debate on like who's better.
You mean there
was? How's there a debate?
Yeah, the debate's over. For now. I mean, obviously the game...
For now, yeah.
Yeah, for now. But for now, I don't know how it could be more decisive. Other than after him losing, Rio getting on his knees and being like, I'm worshiping you, King Martian, how could it be more decisive? Like, if it was anyone but Rio, there wouldn't be any question. Yet in the stream chat, we have people talking about how, well, Rio just seems better. Like, dude, he just lost 3-1 in the mirror, and then the other dude won the tournament. The only one feeling anything is Jupiter feeling the fucking trophy in his hands. Like, it's over for now, man. Like, you know, obviously Rio's a tight player, and it'll never truly go over, but enough already. Give the guy his props.
Man, Jupiter's the real deal. He looked really good.
He looked great. And it's funny to think that a month ago, this is a guy that was called a scrub.
Yep.
A random.
He was the scapegoat of that debacle.
Yeah, he was a pawn for some people. He was literally called a scrub. Oops.
They're like, it's going to take Rio to unlock this character's full potential.
Yeah, that was a talking point.
Kind of fitting how, like, Jupiter did better than Rio.
Yeah. So what do you think this guy means? What do you think this result means? Is Martian now our new overlord?
Wouldn't go that far yet. He's pretty fucking good, though.
He's pretty fucking good. I agree.
He's definitely tops. I don't think anybody's saying he's not tops.
Yeah, and I've seen Cool Whip and a few other people bring that up. Obviously the regulators on TYM. There seems to be this disconnect where some people are like, wow, how stupid, all these people downplaying him. When I don't think anyone actually agrees that he's like top 10.
Yeah, who's like
If
Martian
not even
Manhunter sucks.
does anyone even not have him in their top 5? The only two sides seem to be one side's hair is on fire, and they're saying he's the new Cabal and the new Third Strike Chun-Li, and we should probably bury Paulo alive right now. And then another side saying, yeah, he's a top tier character. I guess we'll see how it plays out. And somehow this is huge drama. As usual, TYM makes absolutely no sense. It's pretty entertaining though.
It is entertaining. What other stories from Apex were there?
Let's keep in mind this. Who all is there? Like, it's a Big E tournament that pretty much just have those three.
This is not. I don't think this tournament actually had anything to do with Big E. Like, this was a Smash major.
It's a Smash tournament. And
yeah,
I think they got
it was going to be a 3-man tournament anyway.
No, I mean, that's not true. KDZ was there. Armor
there was like
there.
40, 45.
Yeah,
that's right. Wasn't Revolver there too?
Yeah, Gur was there. G was there. Like,
it was a good little tournament.
Yeah, plenty of the new. It's not. It was definitely a good regional tournament. Like, that's something I want to pop off about. There's like this thing where people that do well in regionals and then they get butthurt if we don't call it a major. Like, regionals are. Hey, I just got top 4 at a regional. Like, Wound gets a lot of props for winning 8 regionals. Regionals are fine. There's nothing wrong with regionals. Like, it's not. I mean, locals you get props. Like, if you win the break or GGA or Wednesday night fights, you get or AK. Harold just got a lot of props for winning a local. There's nothing wrong with these labels. Like, people need to relax. Like, Mr. Aquaman, we just had him on last week. He got top 8 at Aries in a regional. That's still awesome. Like, we don't need to bullshit about it. Like, he didn't win MLG or EVO, but everybody calm down. Saying it's a regional is not an insult.
What do you think defines a major? Is it the number? Is it the competition? Outside talent? What do you think?
Nothing truly defines it. There's no...
It's totally arbitrary.
But essentially you have to believe in the spirit of it. A major should be a centralized tournament where most regions agree ahead of time to travel to. For example,
and they actually show up.
Yeah, like Apex was literally just the New York and New Jersey guys who are very good and very strong, but there was no outside players. Whereas KIT this weekend is going to have 60 entrants, and more importantly, GGA is going, Atlanta's going, Ohio's going, New York's going, Texas is going. Am I leaving anyone out? Florida is going. So that should be considered a major. SoCal Regionals, again, a bunch of people are going to travel for that. It will be, and NEC, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's number of players plus who all decides to show up.
Right, and it has to be more than
tournaments where a few out-of-towners show up.
Like
and
Frosty
then,
Faustings.
Yeah, and then people are like, oh, I don't know if it could be a major now. So it takes into account, like, who shows up, what caliber of players show up from other regions, and it's totally arbitrary. There's so many factors that play into it.
KIT's got a lot of hype going into it.
It does.
I'm excited.
The point of this show is going to be a brief show. Brief for us, meaning probably only 8 hours of dumb shit. To talk about the pools. Pools are out. And I don't know if you guys agree with me, but the night pools are out is like fucking Christmas, guys. Like, literally you spend all day being like, where are the pools? Where are the pools? Everyone's texting each other. Where are the pools? Pig is blowing up my phone. Where are the pools? Where are the pools? Even Dizzy, who doesn't even play the game, is like, dude, where are the pools? Where are the pools? Where are the pools? Fucking Haruza is like, where are the pools? Where are the pools? Where are the pools? And then the pools come out and everyone's like, pools! Pools! And they're fucking going through the pools. Everyone's saying their pool's too hard and this pool's not hard enough. It's awesome. Pools.
I do like how they're like releasing them early now.
Yes.
So you can be like, oh, what's going to happen here? Who's going to win?
Yes. And then
Alright,
everyone's
that's awesome.
training. Everyone's like, quick! There's hella Zods in my pool.
Yeah,
Get
let's
Legacy
train
on
that
the
match
phone.
up.
Get him here. Pull him out of the mothballs so he can train. Like, it's awesome. Pools should always be out a week early. It's super fun.
Absolutely. It builds hype.
It builds super hype. Yeah. So we're gonna go over the pools just like we did for NEC.
This is a stacked fucking tournament. Let's
It
not
is.
stand on ceremony.
Yeah. Let's not stand on ceremony here. I don't have a problem calling this a major.
Yeah, I would say it's a major.
I don't think there's any question.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Here we
let's
go.
get into these predictions. Pool 1, notable players. What do you think?
First, Gandhi Prime is actually Katana Prime.
Oh,
Our player from Florida. He just got top 16 at NEC. He's been on the rise. People play him online. They vouch for him. He did well at CEO Never Sleeps, that regional in Florida a couple months ago. Trains
He
with
almost
speed.
Theo, didn't he?
No, he almost beat Slayer.
Slayer,
The other
okay.
was, yeah.
oh yeah, he choked on that one.
Yeah. So this guy's definitely a threat. You have AK Lord of the Fly, who just started playing the game seriously, apparently. That's Pig's best friend. He owns the dog that Glassword was rubbing last year. Remember
That's
that?
right, yeah. Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky. We have Max. Bane. One of the top 2 Banes. Some say the best Bane. Wins GGA all the time. The current number 1 seed. Just got top 3 at Frosty Faustings. We have Sickness. This dude, I don't play online, so I don't know anything about this guy. The only thing I know about this guy is that his avatar makes it look like he's 12 years old. But everybody's rebelling.
Yeah.
As you know, I always have my ear to the ground, and every one of the online warriors I play is like, dude, Sickness, Sickness, Sickness.
He's fucking good. He's
Yeah,
good.
everyone's rebelling this guy. Argenrost. This is a big one. This is the guy that won CEO Never Sleeps. He is a Deathstroke player.
What?
Yes. He beat Deg in the grand finals with
Oh,
Deathstroke.
I remember that. He had a different name.
He did. He entered under Casanova. But this is the guy. I've heard from multiple people
Okay.
this is him, and he's apparently very fucking good. Saucy Jack. Back to Doomsday. All Doomsday. He's not fucking around.
Where he belongs.
Where he belongs, playing Doomsday, Earthshaker, Body Splash. This dude got top 8 at Frosty. He returned to Doomsday at GBS and immediately got 4th. He beat Max. He beat PPJ. Doomy's back, much to my dismay. Playing to win. He missed NEC. Now he's back. He's ready to check all our feet for boils and bunions and shit. Make sure our feet are okay. Sinestro, the Vortex Sinestro. I'm not really sure what that means, why there's a Vortex Sinestro and a Zoning Sinestro. Why wouldn't both just do both? But regardless, that's his deal. Ohio, he's in that pool.
Dr. Scholl.
Cat, the return of Cat. Remember him?
Joker of the world.
What about Quark?
Oh, fuck. Who the fuck is Cork?
Quark? Yeah, and what about Pantychrist?
What about him?
Pantychrist has more tournament wins than Cat does.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
That's
I can't
cool.
back that up. So anyway, Combat Houston is back. We actually had speculated on our return episode that they had all died in some kind of massacre, but they are apparently alive, and they're returning for this tournament. Then, the big one, PPJ is in this pool. As if this pool wasn't stacked enough, the NEC champion, the Hawk Girl of the world, is mace charging into pool 1.
He just did that so random.
What do you guys...
NEC champ, man.
Yeah,
Can he defend his crown?
yeah.
That's big.
At Frosty, he got 7th place. You know, it's never bad to get losers top 8. But coming off NEC, you can consider that disappointing, so he's definitely going to want to deliver at this tournament, do better than he did at Frosty. But it's going to be fucking hard. I mean,
Yeah,
what do you
this
guys
is-
think?
There's also some wild cards that haven't entered yet. So they
That's,
might be
yeah,
in
keep
too.
that in mind. There's
Brady,
Tom Brady and
Rico,
Saltface
yeah.
confirmed to come, but have not registered and could be in any pool. So what do you guys think?
Hmm.
with some matches. Playing to Win versus PPJ. As PPJ was winning Grand Finals, Playing to Win got on Twitter and was popping off about how he'd mop up any hot girl and that no one knew the match. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Is that a bad matchup for Hot Girl?
Ask me anything.
I don't know.
Over the hot girl matchup, K7.
I could see it being bad for her. But...
Yeah. Would he even use hot?
Yeah. Well, Lex gets fucking bodied in that matchup.
Lex gets mopped up. PPJ, though, loves to try to prove points like that. I don't think it's completely unheard of that he'd use Lex. I can see him doing his fucking pelvic thrust dance and just being like, "Must I remind you of my superiority?" and then picking Lex anyway.
He's also got Zatanna.
Yeah,
she does good in that matchup.
She does. A teleporter.
Yeah.
He also has recently been playing Martian Manhunter. You've been watching our local.
Yeah, that's right.
And
who we know Playing to Win does not like
despises. Yeah, he hates the variable block stun. Will PPJ exploit the variable block stun on Playing to Win?
That's the question.
But then again, Playing to Win is also they've been saying he's been playing Aquaman lately. What? PPJ goes to Zatanna, beats his Sinestro. He goes to Aquaman, mops up PPJ's Zatanna. Then what do you have? Hawk Girl versus Aquaman, 1-1. Can I please get a prediction?
Slips.
I mean, I'll go with PPJ. Obviously, he's the favorite.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys are biased.
Well, then,
yeah, I mean, obviously we're gonna be biased.
I'm gonna have to go.
I do think Sinestro Hawk Girl is a tough matchup, though. I don't see why popping off on Twitter and like in a matchup that you probably wins.
K7, what do you?
I'm going Playing to Win.
Why?
Because you just don't know, dude.
What do we not know? He's all over the place. What do you mean?
He's been kind of laying low lately. Well, I guess because he's training.
Well, they've been like training, but they don't stream it because they don't want people to know how to beat them. That's what they said. So, I mean, they've probably been training for this tournament.
I'm sure they have, but you don't think PPJ has been? I mean, he plays on stream every Thursday, and
does he have the Sinestro matchup experience? I mean,
he did play with Lounge.
Well,
I think Playing to Win might make it out of this pool.
What about Max? He's been on a tear lately. He won 3 Ghost battles in a row. He's won 6 overall. He did very well against, out of all the GGA guys, he did the best against Wound. He lost to him 3-1. I mean, if he knocks Playing to Win down one time, might be good night.
What's with the dead air?
I mean, K7, what do you fucking think?
You know what I'm gonna say, so it's on you.
Oh, okay.
It's totally GGA bias.
So you're saying Playing to Win?
You have to be the arbitrator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go Max on this one because of the armor.
And where does Katana Prime and Saucy Jack and Sickness fit in here? Like, Aquaman, like, let's take Sickness versus Playing to Win. It's well known that Sinestro players think Aquaman is a bad match.
Yeah, I can see.
And what else is he going to do if he's playing Aquaman? Go to the Aquaman mirror against an Aquaman expert?
Yeah, I wouldn't sleep on Sickness. The dude's fucking good.
At the same time, Saucy Jack lost to Wound Cowboy, but it wasn't too bad, and Wound Cowboy gave him a lot of props. Like, they played casuals. They did a 1-5, and it was 3-5.
Really?
Yeah. So, make our final predictions for who are the 2 players that are going to get out of this pool. I'm supporting my guys, and I'm saying PPJ and Max.
I'm going Playing to Win winners, Max losers, wild card Sickness.
Slips?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with my guys too.
Who in winners, who in losers? I say PPJ in winners. Max and losers?
I'll say Max winners. He's got a lot of momentum.
Okay. Pool C1 starts off with Emperor, Down One Earthshaker, Doom Turtle, White Boy. If you don't know, that is another Florida guy. He trains with Newbie and those guys. He plays Doomsday. He actually did really well at CEO. Got 17th. He beat Revolver. He eliminated Revolver, and he did really well against Pig. We have Forever King Jr. He plays Bane and Ares. He got 3rd at Umicon. Obviously, the little brother of Forever King. Elite Goomba. Wonder Woman. There's currently debate if he's the Wonder Woman of America.
Yeah, that thread is awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
thread.
he will be going to SCR to try to prove that. In the meantime, he needs to put in work here.
Dude, let's give Reno Rex a shout out for that.
We should.
That's fucking awesome.
That Slips, did you see that shit?
No, what are you talking about?
So, Filipino man called out Elite Goomba, and he was like, I'm the Wonder Woman of America, not you. Prove it.
Yeah,
Let's have a money match at SCR. And Elite Goomba was like, I can't afford to go to SCR. Let's do it at Final Round. That's his home. And Filipino man's like, I'm not going to that shit. Come to my home. And then Reno was just like, fuck you. It's happening. And he posted a screen cap of buying a plane ticket for Elite Goomba.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
just
done.
And he's like, it's on.
Back
Wow.
up your talk, yeah.
Yeah, that dude.
Mr. Big.
Yeah, that dude's a
Who's the
pimp.
hell's Filipino man?
Filipino man is a top AE player known for his rows, and he plays at Wednesday night fights.
I mean, does he ever do good?
I know he's beat Slayer before, like he's got top 8 before. He's not really one of their killer players.
Getting pretty
I think he's got 4th before.
Yeah, I think 4th is his best.
Where is this ego coming from?
Well, I think Elite Goomba, I mean, he doesn't really win AK either.
He's around the same place.
Yeah, they're basically around the same.
3, 4.
Oh, Lee Goomba, like, he gets top 8 all the time, doesn't he? How often does Filipino man get up there?
I would say about the same amount.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
I will say I watched AK the last week, and I thought Goomba looked great.
He did look good.
Big and Harold, he looked really good.
I think Goomba plays better if he's drunk. That's a known fact.
So he's like Clint.
Right.
So anyway,
Just a lot wider.
a lot wider.
Like super white.
Like, yeah. But everyone's wider compared to Clint. Let's be serious.
Dude.
What? Clint doesn't
Racist.
shit. He can't figure out how to work this thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Speaking
Anyway.
of super white, our next notable player, Pig of the Hut.
What? Why would you say that about him?
Because he's super white.
Yeah, that's true. He's white. Pig of the Hut. Fresh off his 30-day retirement.
Wasn't even that long?
Yeah, it was like one of those Terry
It's a
Funk
week-long
retirement. Yeah, it was a Terry Funk style retirement.
Yeah.
He's back.
He
motivated.
wants fucking blood.
Yeah.
He is out to win this shit.
Yeah.
Well, when is he not? So when is he just like, oh, I'll see what happens?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, what do you
But
talking?
he has got some local wins under his belt.
He does.
He has won the past 2 weeks on his locals.
Well, Harold won. He won one.
Well, they did
had
2 tournaments.
Yeah, they had
yeah.
2 locals in one day. Harold
Yeah.
won one, and then Pig won one. Anyway, yeah, Pig is hungry. I have a great Pig story. This is how big into pools Pig is. So the pools come out, and Pig immediately calls me. And I'm like, dude, my phone has 4% left. It's going to die. And he's like, did you borrow someone else's phone? Because it's pools night. So I did. I borrowed Sausage X's phone and called Pig on it to talk about the pools. Oh, you know, he told his wife and his little daughter, you know, Daddy's busy tonight. It's pools night.
Pools night.
It's pools night.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Pig showed me one of his fucking giant notebook graph things with all of his notes on his players. It's
His
like
war room.
yeah, it's like
journals.
He literally had like a checkbox for low overhead in the characters 50-50. It was like
Yeah.
55% of the time they go overhead, 45% of the time they go low. Statistically, I will stand block while playing him. Like, it's fucking awesome.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Thank God he didn't really retire. So how will he do? Is this pig's destiny to finally get top 8? Is he going to start 2014 off strong? Or will it be another disastrous, 13th or 9th placing for him?
I think it's going to be his time. I think he's always. I think the last time NEC, it sounded like he was doing too much online and not enough offline. It sounds like he's doing a mix of both, which seems to be the recipe for top players placing. So I think he'll be in good shape.
That's a good point, and I think it just comes down to mental shit. Like, he's been doing well in casuals at these majors. There's no one that doubts that he's good. It's delivering in tournament, and I know he's talked about some of the stuff he's doing differently, different outlooks, different preparation and all that. Maybe that's going to make a big difference. I think it's just going to come down to nerves. And I mean, his pool is also hard as fuck, but
This is a tough pool.
I can't wait to see when he's on match point. Will he crumble? Or will he just confidently close it out? It's going to be super exciting.
If
So
he gets
next up-
top 8, that pop-off is going
Oh my god, the headbanging.
to... Yeah.
Do you remember at Frosty Faustin's 2012 at Sunk's house when he beat Tom in that money match?
Oh, God. They were
And
all
he-
drunk, yeah.
Yeah, he started headbanging, saying he demanded apologies, and then what the stream didn't capture, the best part, he headbangs, then he runs upstairs and randomly walks into someone's bedroom.
He just left after
Yeah,
that.
he walked upstairs and just walked off into the hall, into the darkness, and we're like, what the fuck is this?
Just
Isn't
left
even his
you with-
home. Yeah, he's in someone
Hold
else's
that.
home, and he wanted to leave. Sometimes you pop off and you want to make a dramatic exit.
Yeah.
He clearly was, fuck you all, apologize! But he had nowhere to go, so he just went upstairs in Jeremiah's home. And we were like, what the hell is he doing? And then he just walked back down and was like, hey guys. He had to come back down.
That was
Wow.
awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that stream was incredible. Sunk dropping his drink on Pig's laptop.
Yeah. Remember Tom Brady in the money match when he didn't have any money?
Yeah, and he pulled out a bunch of business cards instead of money. This is going to be the first time I've hung out with Pig in person since, God, Evo.
UFGT.
Oh, no,
Oh,
Evo.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm super excited to be in a hotel room with this dude. So anyway, we also
Next
have
up, your boy.
Jim James, Rational Jim. Flash.
Yep.
Okay. Will we
He
see,
does play Flash, that is
will we
correct.
see full screen meter burn back threes randomly? Hopefully not.
Will this be Flash's time?
Jim has been playing really hard lately. He's looked at his pool. It's just going to be tough fucking matches. Like Zod. Like, if he beats these Zod players, that would be...
They
Oh.
are saying that that's a rough match for Zod now.
It's a match you literally never play. Like, that would be amazing. I hope to be on the mic for all of Jim's matches. So next up,
Uh-oh.
the other Zod. Mario Suckle, him to Dave! Straight from Russia, M2 Dave.
This is his
This-
first tournament in, this year, isn't it?
Well, K7 is January.
You know what I mean.
It's literally only 22 days into the
In a 12-month span. How about that?
No, he went to Humicon. You just don't remember because he got bodied.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I would say if anyone must deliver, it'd have to be Dave, right? I mean,
I think he's got to.
he's got to deliver. There's two ways of looking at this pool. It's a hard pool like this. One is, Dave's in trouble. He might not deliver again. But another is opportunity. Dave could shut everybody up.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? Less than a top 8 is a blow-up for Dave?
Yes.
Okay.
Less than the top 8 is a blow-up.
But a top 8 is a success.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah. In this pool,
yeah, if Dave places, we'll have no problem. I mean, he'll have earned a lot of props.
Yep.
A lot of props. Maybe, Past failures are forgiven with success. No one cares about the 1978 Olympics. I often point out, as much as he talks, he calls people bad players, he acts like an authority, he's done absolutely nothing in tournament. He has literally beaten no noticeable players in a year. But this is a chance. I mean, this is a hell of a pool. So next up, GJ Jeremiah. Doomsday, a little bit of Manhunter. There was a shaky period in Season 1 of GBS where he wasn't playing that much. Sometimes he'd go 3 weeks without showing up, then he'd kind of get bodied. Season 2, he hasn't missed a single week. In fact, he's the only player that's made top 8 every week, and usually he's somewhere in the top 5. He's been practicing a lot. He's really back. Oh, I'm high on Doomy. Oh, Doomy. Martian's a good character, guys. That teleport's pretty good. Like, he's pretty motivated again. He is a threat in this pool. I could see him pulling off an upset about just about anyone. Slips, what do you think? You live with them.
Yeah, the best thing about Jeremiah is he finds his stuff that he likes, and he's super confident in it. Mm-hmm. Like he does his thing, and then it's either A or it's B. It's either this or that happens. And when Jeremiah can just limit it to just those few options, he's mentally strong. I think it's the unknown situations where he gets bodied. But if he's able to play his game and just, limit everyone's options, he does pretty good.
Yeah, it really reminds me of Carl, PPJ, that style of player. Like, he'll even tell you he has about 3 moves he wants to do. With Doomsday, it's Down Earthshaker, Barge, and Body Splash 3-3. Not Body Splash mix-ups, Body Splash 3-3. That's what he wants to do. That makes him happy. He doesn't give a fuck about your gameplay. And if he can do that, he might just beat you.
Yeah. If he gets to do his thing.
Yeah.
He does pretty good.
He could make a splash. A body splash.
Yeah, K7 didn't have to add this. Yeah, we got it the first time.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so then we have KH Maddox.
Wait, who's Terry McGimmicks?
Apparently,
that's someone.
Devil May Spy with an absolutely fantastic hand.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I love it. Terry McGimmicks.
That's
awesome.
tight. Alright, go ahead.
KH Maddox. This is another guy that I don't know about, but hella people are rebelling. Apparently, he is also a good Deathstroke player. I'm hearing that he's a real threat from people.
I just know him from the forums. I've never seen him.
Up next is, I would say, probably the favorite to win the pool, and probably the best Joker in the world, the Pantychrist.
The
Pantychrist. The Messiah of the Thong. Pantychrist.
Jump 3 teeth.
Jump 3 teeth, guys. Wake up Acid Flower. Who could possibly beat him?
Gotta be a favorite.
You're next. Anyway, what do
Are you confident, Slips? I mean, it's a hard-ass pool.
Yeah, I'll be alright.
Who in this pool do you want to play the most?
I don't really care.
Stop lying and just say it.
You know it.
Yeah.
No.
Let's not stand on ceremony here. What's the big match of this pool?
I'm looking forward to playing everyone.
Okay.
I fear Doomsday the most.
Interesting.
So I don't like that Jeremiah and White Boy, or no. Is it just Jeremiah that's the only Doomsday in my pool?
White Boy.
Isaac is from Florida. He was a Kano player, and he quit traveling in 2002. But he's also playing Doomsday, and he's trying to make a return here. So that's 4 Doomsday players, I believe.
Yeah, Scorpion Doomsday is rough, so I'm not looking forward to Doomsdays.
What about the Zods? I mean, it's Zod's worst nightmare.
I don't know Zod, but I'll just see what happens.
Gotta teleport.
I mean, you gotta teleport, you break the rules of the game.
Yeah, these are the guys who said Scorpion breaks the rules of the game. And you're in the same
Well,
pool.
they nerfed him to shit, so they have no excuse if they lose.
Yeah, so if you beat them, that's a huge blow up. With a gimped out Scorpion.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
What if Pantychrist wins this pool?
I think
All
we're
right,
all
moving on.
I would say that's unlikely.
So predictions. I will say Slips is in winners, and I will make a bold prediction and say Pig achieves his dream and makes top 8 on the loser side.
Okay. What do you think, Slips?
Well, do I have to include myself?
Do not pretend you're not in the pool.
Yeah.
If I wasn't in the pool, I would go Pig.
In winners.
Yeah. And who was the first couple people?
White Boy, Forever King Jr.
Ooh, man. That's tough. I will go. I go White Boy, I guess. But no, I'm gonna go Forever King Jr.
All right, Slips.
He just went.
Well,
I'm K7.
All right, sorry, K7.
Yeah, I'm K7.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna shock everybody. I'm gonna say Forever King Jr. in winners.
Interesting.
He's got 3 characters. He's got a really good Black Adam. He beat Rico in the mirror.
That's true.
I'm gonna say he makes it out in winners. This is tough.
A lot of people are going to be disappointed.
I know.
You have one pick, and there's going to be like 5 dudes that are going to be mad.
I won't be mad. I play a shitter.
I'm gonna say Pig and losers. Wild card M2 Dave.
So we all agree this is Pig's time.
I think.
Just don't agree on the other guy in the top 8.
Yeah. I think he'll lose a match, but still get out.
All right, next pool. This is my pool, but we'll start out with other people. First off, RTD. Former Evolution champion in Soul Calibur, plays Sinestro, has an alt Superman. He actually just beat Saltface in their local.
Yeah, he usually places pretty high in there.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their better players, a veteran tournament player. Next up, fresh off top 4 at NEC, undisputedly the most successful Doomsday player right now, Newbie. Some have pronounced it Newbie. Newbie. Next up, is Tyler Gilmore Tyler Lantern?
I think that's Tyler Lantern.
All right, we have Tyler Lantern. He has a
Green
very
Lantern.
nice goatee. Green Lantern.
Looks like
Next
Fred
up-
Durst.
He does look like Fred Durst. That's true. Next up, Trey Pound, Hawk Girl. 9th place at NEC, beat Rico. Usually does pretty well at AK. Next up, the big one. The supposed man to beat. The guy that will never place under the top 8 ever again. Christian Quillis, Forever King.
I think it's Quile.
Quile, I don't give a fuck.
Willis.
And then we have, followed up,
Your
the
boy.
man to beat, but not really, the man who will never place top 8, Smar. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
I couldn't help myself.
Mr. 17th.
Mr. 17th looking to... I mean, this is another example where you want to prove yourself? Here's your fucking pool, buddy.
Yep.
You beat Newbie, you beat King. No one's ever going to say shit again. I mean, if he beats Forever King, or God, if he beats me and makes it out of the pool, he will have earned the right to
There's
pop.
a lot of drama with that story. I hope you and him play.
That's one of those situations where, as a player,
What if he
I'll be
beats
salty.
you but still doesn't make top 8 though?
That'd be hilarious.
That would be.
Yeah, that's a situation where, as a player, I'll be fucking furious. But as like an analyst and commentator, it would be absolutely hilarious if we play to get into the top 8 and he wins. So, let's talk about this Forever King thing. Did you guys see his post in the top 10 MK players thing?
Yeah, he's saying he deserves to be a top 10 MK player of all time.
Well, first off, no, he doesn't. I laid out why. He doesn't have the resume of a top 10 player. He claims he's made top 8 10 times, and, like, it just doesn't add up. The numbers aren't there. I mean, he's a great MK player, top 8 Evo twice, but I stand by that. But secondly, he's now saying that he'll never not get top 8 again. Now that he's conquered his tournament nerves and shit, it's over, and let me tell you something, son.
Son?
Getting top 8 at every tournament you've been to since Evo is like 4 tournaments. Half the people on the list had streaks twice as long as that. So you got top 8 at 4 tournaments in a row. Okay, I mean, that's cool, but... So, Pig was in top 8 for like 2 years straight. Rio won like 4 majors in a row. Like, he won them in a row, let alone top 8. Carl won back-to-back Evos. He didn't place in back-to-back Evos. He won back-to-back Evos. Maxter, like, how many top 3s in a row did Maxter get? Boy, you need to understand something. No one is top 8 forever. Not me, not Pig, not even Rio, not even God is top 8 forever. And considering that even God wouldn't be top 8
God
forever.
might be top 8 forever.
God,
No.
I think, would make it.
No. Even God has to have flaws.
So you're going to beat God.
I
You would body God.
Seen the way I play the Cabal matchup? Anyway, my point is, this is a guy that's never even won a major, which means he's definitely lost twice at every tournament he's been to. So don't tell me like there's not 2 people in a pool that are capable of beating him. I'm not saying he won't get top 8 here. I'm not saying he won't win this event. I'm not saying he won't win Evo. But no one is top 8 forever. And one thing I can tell you for sure is that attitude is the surefire way to make sure you're not top 8 forever. Because there's a lot of people in that list who are lower than what they think they should be. With an attitude like that, that leads to complacency. And Christian, even you can be crucified.
Alright,
Was that good?
that was good.
Alright, so then that's basically me, RTD, Newbie, AK Guys, Forever King, Smar. What do you guys think? There's a lot of big matches here.
I'll go. Man. I'll go with Forever King. And then, or I'll go with you and Forever King.
You think I'm going to get winners top 8?
I mean, I'm being biased, yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of fucking tough matchups for Catwoman, though.
I know.
Got Doomsday, fucking Black Adam.
You're probably going to get bodied, but...
That's gonna be tough.
That sucks.
I
Yeah,
don't know, the rumor is Catwoman's really good, so we'll see.
she's
Someone
alright.
say how Flash just isn't a better Catwoman. And Flash, some people, don't even have him in their top 10. So if he's a better Catwoman, then where does that leave her?
Who doesn't have Flash in their top 10? Everyone now is talking about how he's top 5.
I mean, a lot of for a long time, people have just been like, oh, he's whatever.
Well, the argument is he's not delivering in tournaments.
Yeah.
That's because he's a hard character to play. Like, using the word honest is misleading because Flash has a lot of insane shit about him, but he's an honest character. There's a reason that these top 8s are dominated by runaway characters, and I don't just mean zoning. Runaway characters and meta breakers. There's a reason for that. And that's the reason that Flash players aren't delivering yet. It's, say what you will about Flash's damage and his tools. He's got to get in. He's got to get his game going. And he's got to go through everyone else's BS first. That's not easy. They have to know Hawk Girl in and out. Just as much as they have to know Batman in and out. And Black Adam in and out. They don't have matchups where they can coast. They don't have matches where they just get to play their game. Now,
Yeah, it's the same as Johnny Cage and MK9 and maybe even Cyrax.
right, at this time in MK's life, No one cared about Johnny Cage. We had a guest on this show who had Johnny Cage as 20th on their tier list. Almost exactly this point in time. Like, literally weeks apart. Those kind of characters take time. I'm not saying that Flash loses to those characters badly. He might even beat some of them. It's not for me to say, but they're hard to learn. And in a tournament, it's a 2 out of 3 against a bunch of matches that maybe you're not familiar with. It's very difficult to do that. I know that playing Catelyn. There's no real situations that I have absolutely no answer for. It's putting it all together in a short set in matchups and players that I don't know. And I think Flash is going to take a little time. So maybe we should slow down on blowing up Flash players for not delivering yet. If you had blown up Dizzy and Kerbo for not delivering yet, you would have looked kind of dumb by the end of the game's life.
It's true. Alright, I'm going to predict winners, New Bay, and losers. I'm going to say Forever King, wild card, 16-bit.
Hell yeah. Alright, I'm going to say...
You got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm not going into this expecting top 8 like I did with Katana. I'm going to hope for it. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be too emo. Well, I mean, I'm going to be emo, but I'm not going to be suicidally emo like I was in the MK days. I'm going with realistic expectations. So I'll ignore myself, and I'll pick... I predict an upset. Newbie beats Forever King and makes it on the winners.
That's what I think.
And I will say it comes down to Smar versus Forever King, and Forever King wins 2-1. Forever King and losers.
2-1. Oh.
2-1.
Giving Smar a little love there.
Strategically speaking, maybe I should predict Smar places top 8 so he hates me less.
That
It's a little bit easier on me.
pop off isn't.
Yeah, so I'm going to change my mind. Smar decisively beats Forever King 2-0, no rounds, and makes winners top 8. And then Newbie beats Forever King. And then Forever King doesn't get top 8, and then I can pop off on it.
That option select.
Yeah.
Alright, last pool.
Last pool. First off, this is not a mistake. A lot of people have said, Gross, is that the Gross? This is the Gross.
It's the Sector player.
Yes, from the Dominican, DR Gross. Money match, money match, money match. That guy, that Gross. The hand licking, teleporting, Gross.
It's like Carl Gross.
Yes. Carl's master, DR Gross. Straight from Florida, he's back. I haven't heard of him since CEO. He plays as Green Lantern. He was pretty decent then. Tommy stole all his tech from Gross. That's a fact. Next up, Dizzy. He is sort of playing.
He's returning to Injustice.
Aquaman, he's also entering KI. That's his priority, but he will be playing Injustice. Next up, the Lobo of America. That's 3 different EVO Top 8 finalists have declared him the Lobo of America. Based on nothing, really, but they're EVO finalists, so everyone can hold that.
They can say it.
Yeah, they can say that.
Lobo!
Bill Pops.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Next up, Haruza de Bruza. Nightwing of the Midwest. Can we say that? We can say that.
Say it, fuck it.
Just Nightwing of America. Fuck it, it's my show. Hold that, Sejan. Yeah, he'll be there. He'll be doing Flying Graysons. Sometimes they'll cross up, sometimes they won't. Even he won't know why. Next up, Reno Rax. Mr. Big. The Don of AK. The owner of Stately Wayne Manor. Batman.
He's got a sick Batman.
He does.
Sleep on him.
Very well at Fall Classic. Next up, Xenomorph. Another... I'm pretty sure he just plays Green Lantern, right? That's the character I've seen him use.
I don't know.
Can we
Next
talk about
up-
how aliens are better than predators?
I don't know about that, sir.
I know
I
about
think
that. It's definitely a better movie series.
Well, as a series, yeah.
I actually have no strong feelings. You need to sway me. Make your case. I'm neutral.
Alright, first of all, pretty much every Alien movie ends in a nuke. You know why? Because they pretty much always win. Because they, and I quote, are the perfect organism. The perfect killing machine, not swayed by any morals or judgments. They always do what's best for them and their species. They are born with the perfect evolution. They are born with the perfect weapons built into their body. They are born with the perfect survival, like, just shit on them. They have acid for blood. They can survive in any temperature. They are nature's perfect killing machine. They don't need any technology. They don't need shit. They don't need any gadgets. That's why they are the best.
Dude, predators are smarter. Aliens are animals. Okay,
They are intelligent. They just don't. They
aren't
care.
as intelligent as a predator. No fucking way.
Dude, in AVP1, one alien took out 2 predators. That's how good they are.
Those were scrub predators. That was a training mission.
What? How
Also,
is
that's
that?
a Scrub movie. Is that shit really canon?
That wasn't
really...
canon, man. Come on.
Yeah, are we bringing that into
We're
it?
talking Predator 1 and 2 Predators.
Right. We're just talking Predator 1 Predator. Like, let's...
Predator 2 is
Dude, Predator, dude. Alright, that's cool. We can just talk about those movies separately, but holy dude, Danny Glover.
Yeah.
I liked that movie.
Dude, he was
He
too
cut
old
off
for
his
that
arm
shit.
and shit.
That movie-
Gary Busey in that movie?
That movie was like pretty shitty up until the last half hour.
He kicked ass.
The last half hour was badass when he's actually like fighting
He's like
the Predator.
fighting him. Danny Glover is a badass.
Danny Glover is not a badass.
He's not a badass.
He was in that movie. Who else went toe to toe with a Predator besides Arnold? No one.
That's just an argument against the Predators.
Yeah, it is.
In one-on-one, they get bodied. He goes one-on-one with Arnold, and he gets owned.
He didn't get owned.
He got owned.
I don't know about that.
So a bunch of Marines took on Predator, lost, and then you have in Aliens, Space Marines take on aliens, and they all get bopped.
Wait,
And then
it was one Predator versus a lot of Marines.
Aliens are for the collective good.
If
That's
you're
their
talking
shit.
like without technology, like bare bones, bare hand, one-on-one, an alien would probably win. But their technology is what makes them so vicious.
I'm
The
just
cloaking, the net,
even
the
with all
tracks.
that, they still lose. That's how good. I mean, their aliens are perfect, man, and they're much cooler. They got that sleek dome.
They're
got
one of the best alien
mouth.
designs. Yeah.
I like aliens. I'm just saying, don't sleep on predators.
I like Predators too. They're pretty cool. Did you see that Richard Sherman pop off?
I did. I finally saw that last night.
I haven't seen it.
You see that thing where someone put like a predator head on his face? Like the interviewer was, they just put like a little girl's face, and they're like all scared. That was badass.
I like that sound the predators make. It's like,
Yeah, that's tight.
I can't do it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Like the clicking kind of thing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So anyway, pools. We also have Semi-Evil Ryu, Indiana, Batman player, Batman in the Midwest. We have the big one of this pool, the big rebelled guy, Master D.
Yeah, he's been hyped up like crazy.
Dalapur Sako.
All these other Flash players suck.
Yes. This
Will
dude
he deliver?
has not been to a tournament since UFGT, where he used Black Adam. We have not seen this guy. He has been in some kind of secret chamber in M2V's basement, which was flooded, if you recall. That's radioactive flooding in M2 Dave's basement is what gave him the power to do back 2-2, Running Man cancel. And this is his tournament debut, basically.
So no one knows what to expect. No one's seen his fucking Flash.
I also want to point out that I don't want to be the guy to say this, but someone needs to say it. This pool's fucked up. Every other pool has multiple top 8 finalists except this pool. This pool literally has no one that's made top 8 at a major since May. I would say the top seed in this pool would probably be Reno, who got top 16 once, and Dizzy, who hasn't really played the game seriously in 8 months. There's definitely a difference in this pool and the other pools. I'm sorry, but it should be obvious.
I'm sure guys like Rico and Brady will be in there or something.
Yeah, hopefully they get put in this pool then.
If guys like Rico and Saltface are put in this pool, then it's all fair.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
the other pools are already stacked as hell.
Yeah.
Right. Like if like Rico is added to that PPJ playing to win max pool, like Jesus, man. I hope this pool is light on top seeds for that reason. But knowing what we know now, who's going to be coming out? What do you guys think? Mainly, we're just asking, is Master D going to deliver here?
Right. I think winners. I think Dizzy is going to come out in winners. Shock everybody. And I think Master D is going to come out in losers.
Slips?
I say Reno and winners. I'll say Dizzy and losers.
So Master D will be more like Master Free?
That's so obvious. Yeah, just like that.
I think it comes down to, does Flash know the matchup? I mean, how often does he play matchups he doesn't know?
It's true. This pool's heavy on Batman, but one of the few people offline he does train with is King.
It's true.
It may be kind of a PPJ situation where we're sitting here saying, is he ready? Where maybe we're not ready. That said, I will predict... Oh, I forgot. Showtime is also returning with Batman. He's another one of the KH guys that's making his return.
Oh yeah, he does play Batman.
Yeah. I will predict that Phil Pops wins this pool with Lobo.
Wow.
Lobo!
That'd be awesome. So Lobo in top 8.
Lobo in the top 8. Why not? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
And then in losers, I will say Reno.
Alright.
So that's our KIT preview. We don't know what's going to happen with
Everyone
Saltface.
watch it this week.
Everyone watch it. It starts on Saturday, 5 Central.
Is there going to be like a team battle or anything?
I do not know. No one knows.
There needs to be.
Everyone always talks about those, and they're never actually scheduled.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume no.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I do know there's room for an exhibition of some sort, depending on who's there on Friday when they do it. We'll see. GJ will be there on Friday playing casuals.
How? Okay, never mind.
Go ahead.
Is that mansion thing going on or what?
No one really knows.
I think it fell through.
But then they were talking about getting another place.
On this short notice, we're like 2 days away. I mean,
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't count on it. I mean, it was a cool idea, but
it's a great idea. We'll see.
I'm sure it'll happen at some tournament eventually.
So this is our KIT preview.
I hope dodgeball happens though.
Stay tuned. It'll be a day of reckoning for a lot of people. Some people are going to be blown up. We may be blown up. Dave may be blown up. King may be blown up. Pig may be blown up. A lot of people are going to be emo. It should be good.
GGA and Ohio are going to clash head to head.
That's true, with Atlanta in the background and Combat Houston saying, "Don't forget about us."
That's fucked up.
Oh, wait, I thought Theo was going.
Theo had to
pulled out.
cancel.
Yeah.
No, okay.
So basically, other than West Coast, everyone's going to be there. At least a few people from each region. So I have one more thing I want to pop off about.
Of the
Unless you guys have...
Mississippi
What, the Mississippi?
major. Yeah. Well, I guess Texas.
Yeah, what the
never
hell
mind.
are you talking about?
The Mississippi.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
East of the Mississippi. All the regions east of the Mississippi are pretty much coming.
Except for Texas.
I mean, do they even count?
Yeah.
They don't even play.
No, that's the point, you idiot. They've been playing recently. They've been streaming.
Have they?
Yes. That's what I said. They've been playing recently. They're back. It's just like GGA. They have been focusing on the game, playing each other, and now they're traveling.
All right.
We can't count them out. The last time that happened, the last time a fucking region went into hiding and we're training, we're coming, PPJ won the whole fucking thing. What if Cat wins with Joker?
That'd be hype.
Dude, Quark, you just don't know.
What do you think of all this drama on TYM lately?
It's good. It's hype.
It's awesome. TYM has been awesome lately.
Let's talk about Rio vs. Carl again. So apparently during the Apex stream, Art made an offhand comment that Rio was the best MK player, and Carl absolutely went ape shit.
He's going nuts.
Yeah, he started popping off on Twitter, then Rio started popping off, then everyone started popping off, then Junior started popping off, then I started posting my top 10 thing again. It's been awesome. What do you guys think?
Like, basically, which do we think is the best of all time, Rio or Miguel?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's like, what means more? Like, the most success or winning when it counts the most? Twice. I don't think you can, definitively say one is better than the other.
I don't think you can either. So, when I was doing my list, it's obvious that that's the big controversy.
Those are the top two, no doubt.
And after Evo, if Carl had won Evo 2013, to me, it would be over. Or if Rio had won it. If either of them had won Evo 2013, I think it would have been undisputable. I think most people could agree with that, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't.
I think so.
They didn't. So we have this X factor where we still don't know.
But Rio did beat PL at Evo and sent him out of the tournament.
He did.
That's pretty
true.
big. That's big.
That's true. He did, but Carl still beat him more.
Yeah.
Remember, Carl beat him in both of the world championships he won.
Yeah.
That's big. Slips, what do you think?
I don't know, man. It's like one of those things where it's like, who's a better quarterback, Dan Marino or Joe Montana? It's like, Dan Marino, he never won the big one. He got a lot of championships. He won his division all the time, but he never really won the big one. And he broke all types of records, but he never won the big one, and that's haunted him. Like, it's when you bring up Dan Marino, that's like the first thing you think of. And then Joe Montana, he's not really breaking any records. He's a great quarterback. He's surrounded by an incredible team, but he won the big one 3 times. And when you ask who's a better quarterback, Joe Montana or Dan Marino, most people say Joe Montana. So it's all, unfortunately, and I love, Dan Marino is my favorite quarterback of all time, and I always get emo when people say Joe Montana. But that's what people go by if you win the big one. If you don't catch the big fish, then I guess he ain't the best.
What about the argument that that's not applicable to Mortal Kombat? People say, while Evo is the big one, it's not The big one.
What do you mean? Isn't Evo the big one? How is it not the big one?
Well, like MLGs and stuff are on that level, people would say.
Can you hear me? My mic's screwed up.
Yeah, you.
Anyway, an argument would be made that, well, why is Evo worth more than an MLG? It's the same group of players. What makes Evo so prestigious for Street Fighter is that's when all the Asian players come. That's when the Japanese and the guys from Taiwan and Singapore and all these Korea, all these countries come together. With MK, with the exception of 1 year, it's basically just it's more entrants, but it is the same base players. I mean, the top 8 of Evo 2013 was the establishment. It was the same guys. It was Detroit, Forever King, me, Wound, DJT. My God was the only guy that was a newcomer. And he had actually been to previous tournaments. He just didn't do that well. Like, what separates MLG from an Evo? That's the argument. Other than the number of entrants.
I don't know. Like, that's just the way it is. Evo is the tournament. I mean, MLG was a bonus for us as combat players. It was huge because, the money and the payout. But, I mean, that was a bonus. We were lucky that MLG even existed for us to include those as majors. If those didn't exist, would this even be a question? I guess, that's a stupid argument. But I don't know. I mean, I'm all in favor of saying those MLGs were just as important as Evo. But that's just the consensus everyone says. Evo is the big kahuna. Are we really right? Are we going to downgrade Evo then? Like, what if one of these major... I mean, is NEC the equivalent of Evo then for this year? Like,
some people do say that. They do say that, like, Rio winning NEC was almost as much as Carl winning Evo.
So, I mean, did PJ just win an Evo caliber tournament then?
I think some would say that. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, Evo is literally every single region at that tournament. Did MLG have every single region? I
mean, that's the thing. The quote dead Evo still had over 230 entrants for MK9 this year.
Wait, I thought of something that makes Evo greater.
What?
Okay, you know how all those grassroots tournaments had the road to Evo, where you compete for seeding points for that event?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that automatically makes it like WrestleMania.
I agree with you guys. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm probably the biggest Evo up player there is to me, and that's ultimately when I did that list that I heavily was going to go with Rio, and then I stopped and I thought, whose resume would I want? And I'd want Carl's. I'd want that belt. And that's the bottom line.
That belt is awesome.
Oh, man, I love that belt.
Do you want to be in Wikipedia for winning Evo, or do you want to win an MLG? And at the end of the day, I want that belt.
That MLG money would sure be nice, though.
But not as nice as knowing that you won Evo.
That's a world championship.
Right.
Does MLG have a Wikipedia?
No.
Yeah, you gotta go Evo.
and the thing is, a lot of people argue this, but I don't think I've ever really talked to anyone that disagrees. I know, he said it. DJT. You did it. How does it feel? Would you trade it for an MLG? No. Like his own brother, MIT, said Evo. Like,
yeah, the payout's not nearly as big, but everyone agrees they'd rather have Evo.
Pretty much everyone says it, but then debates like this come up, and everyone's like, it's just another tournament.
Would you say Evo means more to people outside of our scene?
There's no doubt.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Yeah. I think that solves it right there.
None of us are doing this for money.
Right. It's definitely tough. I mean, Rio has an excellent case to make.
Yeah.
An excellent, excellent case to make.
He had it too. Cabal versus Cyrax. I mean, he had it. That's the opportunity.
Yeah.
And it was blundered again.
Yeah, I think the best thing about this feud is how personal it is for both guys. And both guys deny it. Both guys are like, I don't really care, I don't really care. You know Rio, when he goes to bed at night, he thinks 3 years in a row, I fucked up. And you know Carl is like, fuck, my rival won 2 fucking MLGs in a row.
Yeah,
I'll always have that in my shadow. There's always going to be, both guys have a what if. Both guys have an asterisk. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Do
And
you
obviously
think
they're
PO,
not. What?
you think he'll accept?
No,
I don't
think he will.
It's not going to happen. They're not going to.
It's done. It's
done.
MK10. I mean, maybe it'll continue there.
I will say that even though I just gave the nod to Carl there, he's so bad at presenting his case that Rio's post was awesome. It was like a fucking
That was an awesome
term paper.
Yeah.
Rio's way funnier. Yeah, Rio's
Fraudulent
way
legend.
funnier.
Facts.
Way funnier about his blow-ups. He argues his case better. I almost want to give the nod to Rio just because he argues his case much better. Whereas Carl flip-flops constantly. Carl on Twitter tonight just said, it doesn't matter, the game is dead. Wait a minute. You won a 9-man tournament against a washed-up Dizzy in a 7-3 match in your favor, and then demanded props for it. That was like 3 weeks ago. Remember Frosty? He was like, hold that, I just want a major. Hold that shit. He just made a post saying, why are we letting this game die? I think it was literally called, why are we letting this game die? Remember that?
Yeah.
Well, he's constantly on Twitter saying, I'm practicing, I'll beat anyone. Yet now all of a sudden the game's dead and we should let it go. Not a good look.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not a popularity contest. It's not about who's funnier, who presents a better case, who's less obnoxious. So I still rather have Carl's resume.
He is obnoxious.
That said, good points are made. I mean, is Chris G the best Marvel player? He did not win EVO this year. Is Flocker the best? Chris G's won almost everything else. You'd be hard-pressed to find anyone that wouldn't consider Chris G to be the best Marvel player. I know that Event Hubs just did a really controversial top 50, and they had Daigo as number 1.
What?
Yeah, they had Daigo as the number 1 player.
What?
Even though
he
he
hasn't
did not
done anything.
win. He won DreamHack, and he got 7th at EVO.
So 2 tournaments?
It just shows that not everyone considers EVO to be the end-all, be-all. Like, and even Rio made the point with that. Are both irrelevant? Is DJT the best now? Is it like a championship belt where whoever the current one is the best? If so, then they're both arguing over second best because Denzel mopped them both up.
We're talking best of all time, not current best.
And I think that's the difference. And to me, if Carl hadn't done it back-to-back, I would say Rio. To me, what settles it is just everyone talks so much shit. Yeah. Everyone counted Carl out. The fact that, we were told, this is kind of why I sympathize with Carl not wanting to do it. Because we know, if Carl accepts and he beats Rio, everyone's just going to say, well, the game's dead, it doesn't matter, Rio wasn't really practicing. And I know Rio's the one that called him out, but you know that's going to happen. It will never end. It never ends. If Carl had won EVO this year, there still would have been a ton of people that said, well, EVO's just another tournament. Wasn't it supposed to be over in 2012 when Carl beat them?
Do you remember the shit about the low hat? Like, he only won because it was a broken character. And then he did it again after the nerfs.
Yeah. I was thinking today when I was thinking about who I would support in this. If KDZ comes back and wins EVO, will he be the best Injustice player? I think we'd actually have to just say, fuck, hell yeah. Like,
Yeah.
if he...
It would be a hell of a comeback.
Yeah, if he comes
be
back and
amazing.
wins with Superman again, I think we'd all just be like,
We'd all have to hold it.
yeah, my
Yeah.
God, like, we just have to hold that.
Slips you
That
cold.
would be pretty incredible.
Either way, it's a great feud, and it's great to see interest again, but
I love that feud.
yeah, it's gotta be our best feud.
It's like Hogan or fucking The Rock and Austin.
It's Rock and Austin. for
Yeah,
sure.
it's Rock and Austin.
Carl is that Hollywood early 2000s version of Rock where he came out to
Yeah, with this
that
shit.
helicopter Titantron that took like
Yeah.
5 minutes. Yeah. I'm now picturing Rio wearing that fucking vest and bobbing his head.
With a goatee.
Yeah, with a goatee bobbing his head. That music, that'd be awesome. Glass
Who did you
shatters
like
and
better,
comes out.
Austin or The Rock?
What?
Who did you like better, Austin or The Rock?
Rock.
Austin.
What? You like The Rock?
Absolutely. The best Rock ever was 1999 black tracksuit feuding with Rock and Austin Rock. Remember that?
Rock
Feuding with
vs. Mankind. That was
Yeah, that Rock. Remember the $500 shirts Rock?
Yeah, the sideburns.
That was the definitive Rock.
Yeah. I liked Austin more. Austin was a badass.
I mean, both were awesome. Both were awesome, but Rock, man.
I was super into Austin, man.
Yeah, Austin was awesome.
I mean, you would be super into Austin.
Yeah, I'm a redneck.
Yeah, you relate to him. Do you ever want to drench your sod farm boss in a beer truck?
Yes. Like, hold that, Uncle Dick.
Uncle Dick?
That's his name.
Do you call him that?
I call him Dick.
I want to pop off on one more thing.
Do it.
What the fuck is up with these matchup charts that are those picture graphs things?
The graphs.
You can't see what the fuck they're saying. Star Charger posted a matchup chart, and it's the worst matchup chart I've ever seen in my life. Like, I mean, the numbers or whatever, I have my disagreements. That's fine. But you can't even read the fucking thing. Like, did you see it?
I saw it. I didn't.
It's like a straight line, and there's a billion five. They're all grouped together, and then randomly Martian is way up in the fucking sky. Like,
at the top, it's like 4-6 and then 6-4. So is that the max? It won't go past 7-3?
yeah, like
I don't get it.
I'm looking at it right now, and there's like a straight line, and then almost 28 characters are on it.
And they're all stacked on top.
And they're like Harley is floating a little bit above in between Grundy and Batman. What does that mean?
Just post the fucking numbers.
and then way down is Martian, way below everyone else, near 4-6. Is he saying that Catwoman has one losing matchup, which is a slight disadvantage loss, a 4-6 loss to Manhunter? What? Dude, there's Catwoman up playing, and then there's that. That surely is not what he means, right? No one, even Wonder Chef, wouldn't say she literally... That would make her, like, the best character in the game. We're talking about Martian. What about Selena Kyle? Or is that how broke Martian is? She's broke, but he's so broke he beats Mrs. Broke? What is with this graph?
Maybe she's broke.
Maybe I made a post and I was like, what is this? What are you saying? Are you saying she's top 3? And he was like, stop nitpicking. What? No one knows what this means. Just post the numbers.
Yeah, for real.
A lot, and it's not just him. I'm picking on him because he's in my character.
It's a new thing.
It's
The
a new
graphs,
thing.
I don't like it.
All these fucking things are doing this. It's unbearable. Just post the numbers.
I don't know what started it, but stop it.
It started because on Event Hubs, Capcom players are doing this. Like F-Champ.
It's dumb. It's harder
Arog.
to read.
Yeah, it's
fine if it's done right. It's just some people don't know how to make them.
Also, then he clarified and he did the numbers, and it's like it's as it looks like a shitload of. He'll be like 5-5 slight advantage Catwoman, 5-5 slight disadvantage Catwoman. Dude, that's a 6. There's no point in being 5-5s across the board and then saying if she beats or loses to someone. That defeats the purpose of the point of a matchup number is in a hypothetical 2 equally skilled players play a 1st to 10. What would the score be? If it's slight advantage Catwoman, then it would be she would win 6 and she would lose 4. It would be 6-4. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it if you're just going to sit on the fence and be like, well, it could go either way, as in whether she wins or loses. Then either that means you think she's the best character in the game, or you don't know enough of these matchups to say, in which case, why are you doing a matchup chart? For example, I don't play the Catwoman versus Grundy match at a high level. So I'm not going to post a matchup chart where I'm just going to say, I don't know, 5-5, slight advantage someone, because I don't know. So if you're so unsure that you're just going to have a billion 5-5s, then that's not good information. Unless you're really saying she loses to no one and you think she's top 3, which is... I guess I'm going to be emo if I get bodied in pools because I'm playing the Cabal of the game.
Catwoman.
Yeah, baffling. Dave posted one. A bunch of people are posting these now. Mr. Molina posted one. They're terrible. Stop. I'm begging you people, stop. Go back to the numbers.
What was wrong with the numbers to begin with?
I don't know. In fact, how about less numbers and more just talking about the matchup?
Yeah, just stop, people.
Just stop. Stop.
We've had enough.
We've had enough.
Did you guys see the Aquaman, Mr. Aquaman vs. Pig drama?
I did. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
What? No, I didn't.
Okay, Mr. Aquaman said that Forever King Jr. was going to win KIT free. And he's in Pig's pool. And that set Pig off. The best post was where he was like, yeah, hold these Zod balls in your mouth. And he posted a matchup of theirs where he bodied him like 5-0.
Who would Forever King Jr. use against Zod?
I don't know.
Probably Ares. I mean, he beat him to Dave.
Yeah, that's true.
It was close, though.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a shirt now.
Yeah.
So if you like our show, if you've been listening, buy a shirt. We don't get much off of it. But it would be cool to see them at tournaments. I want to watch a stream and see some KTP shirts. Be pretty cool, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys got anything else? I guess not.
Not really.
So, watch KIT this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for Slips vs. Dave.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're done.
I hate my job.
You work on video games. Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
It
I play
sucks.
fucking video games all day. Boo.
Yeah.
This isn't like a fun video game. It sucks.
Oh no, it's not a fun video.
Would you rather, like, dig a ditch and fill
Yeah,
it with
dude works on a
concrete?
sod farm. You're complaining about your job playing video games.
Fuck you.
Dude,
I'm
it
standing
sucks.
up for you, man.
I sell dirt.
Hey, K7 farms dirt. And you're like, dude, I hate my job playing
This game
video
isn't
games.
that fun.
Yeah, this game isn't fun enough. Meanwhile, the dude's farming dirt.